We just want the players just want because I'm not speaking for myself. I'm speaking for every player. The player just want a favorable agreement. That's it. We just want this whole idea was to let our voices be heard. And as I said, people may take that negatively because, as you mentioned, a lot of people think it's just about the money, but a lot of people don't know or they don't understand the things that take place internally, what the players have to deal with.
Welcome, Sports Nation, to Sports DTM, the sports channel where we call sports down the middle. You can expect the latest in sports news, views, and reviews from our resident analysts. No sports topic is too controversial, and no team or player is above criticism. So just smash that subscribe button and ring that notification bell to make sure you don't miss out on our balanced offering of riveting sports content. And don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment below. Welcome to Sports DTM.
Greetings, Sports DTM fans, and welcome to another episode of Sports Down the Middle. We have in our virtual studio a very special guest, Reggae Boyz striker Romario Williams. Romario, talk to us about were you part of the selection for the match against United States? Did you get a call from JFF or anything like that?
Yeah. Myself and Damien received a call up. We received invitations for the game, but as you guys know, there are ongoing negotiations between the federation and ourselves. So the long and short of it, the familiar faces that you guys know and are accustomed to, they weren't a part of the game because of those very same negotiations. Because the players, as you know, we're not necessarily pleased with the offer that was put forth before us, and because of that, a lot of the players didn't make themselves available for the game, and which is why the federation was forced to take the necessary actions and leaving us out the game because we didn't make ourselves available for the game, and they went with a totally different roster, as you guys saw.
I think we were advised that, or we heard that the negotiations were twofold. One for the match against the United States, and then another for the upcoming games, Gold Cup and World Cup qualifiers.
Well, we the players, we were trying to do a full contract, which kind of includes everything: international friendlies, CONCACAF League of Nations, CONCACAF Gold Cup, and World Cup qualifiers. So it wasn't necessarily, we were trying to do a general contract, sign the contract, and kind of get things going. But based on the way the negotiations went and not being able to kind of agree on something, we proposed that let's kind of agree on a fee for the US game, and then let's focus on the rest of the tournaments, the rest of the other competitions after the game. Let's get back to negotiating after the game. So given the proposal that was put forward before us for the US game and also the other competitions, we weren't necessarily satisfied by the offer, and because of that, we're still in negotiations and we haven't finalized or agreed on a deal with the players and the federation.
What does take a stance meant? Because I know some persons out there are saying that it's strictly about money.
No, and that's the thing. It's never about just the money. It's never about just the money, because what people should know and what people must know is that every player born and raised in Jamaica dreams of playing for the national team. Yeah. Every player wants to play for Jamaica. And if you ask any player right now that that came up through the ranks, that play overseas or in Jamaica, they will tell you that they want to play for their country. They want to represent their country. But at the end of the day, when you have players leaving Jamaica and go overseas, they get exposed to certain kind of information and they gain certain experience. No, with that being said, people think it's all about the money, but as I say, I won't necessarily go into details on a lot of the things, but a lot of people don't know what we, the players, go through with the federation or have been through with the federation. So yes, they are going to say it's just about the money because that's the only part that's being discussed publicly. But there's also stuff that we're trying to get sorted internally that has nothing to do with money. So it's not just the money, you know. So when we negotiate, we don't negotiate for just money. We negotiate for other stuff outside of just the money. So, you know, as I say, when players go overseas and they get experience and they get into certain professional organizations or certain professional setup and they see how things are done and how players are taken care of, that's the kind of treatment that we kind of expect from our federation as well. And we know the federation might not have the financial power to provide some of those stuff, but we're being realistic with our demands. We're not being unrealistic.
What do you want to see change that will change your mind about continuing this stance?
I mean, we just want, the players just want, because I'm not speaking for myself, I'm speaking for every player. The player just want a favorable agreement. That's it. We just want, this whole idea was to let our voices be heard. And as I said, people may take that negatively, because as you mentioned, a lot of people think it's just about the money, but a lot of people don't know or they don't understand the things that take place internally, what the players have to deal with. For example, there was no trainer on the last trip. I know that was in the media, that was in the news, and you guys saw that. So there are issues like that and other stuff that, you know, we're trying to get sorted. And as I said, we just want a favorable agreement to kind of put this thing behind us, so everybody, the players and the federation, can just focus on football, the upcoming matches, the upcoming tournaments, and, you know, get back to doing what we love, and that is playing football and representing the country.
All right, Bala. So when the dust is settled and everything is ironed out, right? Do you think, all right, Jamaica can qualify for the World Cup? And how far you think we can go in the Gold Cup coming up? Because I want this thing to settle before the Gold Cup, you know. So everything is settled and ironed out. Tell me.
Well, as I said, we have the confidence and we have the players. We have a coaching staff that believes in us, and we have a federation that believes in us. So hopefully, once the dust is settled, going into this Gold Cup, the last 3 Gold Cups, final, semi-final. The next step for this group is ultimately to win the Gold Cup. Right? Because we go to final, we lose to Mexico.
Yeah.
We go to final, we lose to the US.
Yeah.
And we go to semi-final and we crash out again. The next step is, all being well, to win the Gold Cup. Win it. You get what I'm saying? Because it's doable. Because we've done it multiple times. So we know what it takes. We have the experience. And we have the players. And we have experienced players. So there's no doubt in my mind that we have the crop of players that can actually compete and potentially win the Gold Cup. And I think that's the goal in everybody's mind. It's long gone are the days when we were just going to the Gold Cup just to participate. You know, now we are one of the favorites within the region. You know, and it's time for people to actually give us the credit that we deserve, because a lot of people still don't necessarily view us as a powerhouse in the region, and I think that's what we kind of use as fuel to the fire. You get what I'm saying? Because every day everybody get up and they talk about the US, the Mexico, the Costa Rica, the Honduras, the this, the that. But nobody really gives Jamaica the credit that they deserve. But yet still the last 3 Gold Cups, we've been to the final twice, and we've lost out in the semifinals in the most recent Gold Cup. So, I think, as I say, the goal and the mindset is clear, and that is, to win it, to try to go the distance and potentially, be the first Caribbean team to win the Gold Cup.
Win the Gold Cup.
See.
Yeah, a lot of people believe in that too, because we've run a poll and 68% of the respondents said that them think Jamaica can win. But based on the recent result, what do you think we need to do in order to make that an accomplishment or to achieve that?
No, I don't pay attention to friendly results. I don't pay attention to friendly results. At the end of the day, nobody wants to lose. As I said earlier, nobody go into a game saying they're going to lose or thinking they're going to lose. But it is what it is. The result happened. The game happened.
Oh, okay. About the English players coming in, are you okay with them entering in the current squad? Because we hear that somebody was saying about chemistry and everything. So are you okay with this? Right now we have 6. I don't know who the head coach is going to pick out of the 6, and I know 6 more are coming. So are you okay with these players coming into the side?
So you're asking me personally if I'm okay?
Yes.
Because for me, I have no problem with who the coach pick. You see, whoever the coach pick, if the coach name a 23-man roster, 25-man roster, or whatever it is, I have no problem with who is there. If I am included, I work with my teammates and it's one goal. If I am not included, I support my brother them, I support my friend them. I want them wear the colors with pride and represent the country proud. That's it. Whether I'm in or not, I have no say in who the coach want to include. So I have no problem at all if the coach want to go England and name 25 English-based players. At the end of the day, them will wear a shirt with Jamaica on the chest. I'm going to support them, whether I'm with them, a part of the squad or not a part of the squad.
Okay, great. And we want to thank you, Romario Williams, for passing through the Sports DTM's virtual studio. Thanks for the support, Bala. Fans out there, this has been another episode of Sports Down the Middle with a quick chat with Reggae Boyz striker Romario Williams. Let us hear your thoughts on this interview, as well as anything you want to say to the Bala. Just leave your comments in the comment section below. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend to come and join the Sports DTM family. Be blessed.